How's the coffee, Rex?
Are we finally on?
We're on.
What the hell? This
Sorry.
morning?
I'm sorry.
Jiminy. You say sorry, but you're like my wife. You say sorry, but you continue to do it.
I did the best I could this morning.
All I hear is excuses.
Welcome to the Aired Out podcast from Fly on the Wall Productions on North Main Street in Barrie.
Let me get my JD glasses on. Perfect.
Let me just have a sip of what I've been drinking all morning.
Yeah.
Okay?
A little whiskey in here. That doesn't even look real. Stop. It looks fake. Come on, let's pop it open. Stop. Let's just pop it open.
Dude, olive oil is...
It's a Friday. Let's just pop it open.
Olive oil is very good for you.
You want some Irish coffee?
You can put it in your hair. You can drink it. You can pour it all over yourself.
Oh, is that organic olive oil? So did you know that the majority of olive oil is not pure olive oil?
What is it?
They made it with you got to check like that. You'll notice the price difference when you go to Hannaford's or anywhere else. It's not 100% olive oil. Look it up. Not lying, man.
Okay.
I actually switched to avocado oil, and it's really expensive, but it has a high flash point and it doesn't burn. But it's olive oil burns at a lower flash point, so cast iron pans don't work.
We have a lot of people tuned in this morning.
I bet.
Already.
Whew.
Waiting to hear what you have to say.
Okay.
Let's dive in here.
Yeah.
I posted up a little warning this morning. Saying,
Absolutely. You should have been doing this the very first time that I came in. You should have been putting up warnings. I mean, we had this talk yesterday because of one of my dark humor comments.
Okay.
And so let me explain that.
Wait, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Because
I do need a warning label.
First of all,
100%.
you just had surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You were completely out of commission yesterday.
100%.
Coming out of anesthesia, and you've had a rough go. Your arm was just redone.
Sounds like you're trying to preempt some excuses for me.
No, I'm just saying you've been kind of a little bit out of the loop.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I've been on Oxycontins and because of my biceps been tore apart and before they could get me into surgery yesterday.
I'm going to say this.
And I do not do pills. My mother was a drug addict. I watched her overdose 3 times. She just recently died, trying to ignore health issues and eating Vicodins and stuff like that. So I'm not a big pill guy.
Pill guy, yeah.
Yeah. Grew up with that shit. My best friend.
Please don't piss me off, or I will arm wrestle you.
You're lucky today.
Next time with
Today,
your
I'll
other
keep my
arm.
mouth.
I'll do the other arm.
Look at that. Look at all the tags I got on there, warnings.
Yeah.
Syphilis, hepatitis, AIDS. Be careful. Wear gloves, mask.
Nice silky shirt this morning there, bud. Looking kind of fruity. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Hawaiian shirt. It goes good with the JD glasses.
We're starting light this morning, but we're going to get serious.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I had a kind of an very much impromptu.
Tuesday was a bad day to be online. Like Tuesday, I don't know. The moon did not align, and every Karen came out on Tuesdays.
Well, one of them did.
No, there was.
But
it's okay. I get it. I don't care.
Listen, for the folks that are new to Aired Out,
yes,
I
have a very dark sense of humor.
You have a dark sense of humor,
and sometimes my sarcasm and humor does not come across.
But
the internet.
And Sherilyn was reminding me of this last night. She's like, JD, you have to, first of all, and like G was saying, he's like, dude, you're giving this way too much real estate in your mind. You're
100%. You know how well I slept last night?
Wednesday
night? I slept like a fucking baby.
Well,
and you probably stayed up all night long, stressed out. That's why I told you,
here's the
if
thing.
you wanted to delete that comment, you go ahead and you delete it.
I actually didn't. Sometimes I do, but I actually didn't. stay up all night.
Oh, stay up. I was like, you
No,
absolutely did delete
No,
the comment.
no,
What are you
yeah,
talking
yeah, no,
about?
no. Listen,
Yeah.
G yesterday, and please, I'm saying to folks listening, if you didn't watch yesterday's episode with G, please go back and listen to that, because he basically, I didn't even want to go on the air yesterday, and G just in the way he is, let me have it in a great way. You haven't had a chance to watch that
No,
yesterday. Will you please?
absolutely.
All
Of
right,
course.
because what he said, and I actually went back.
Think
and,
about how much bullshit at G-Man's age. G-Man is a gay man, and he's older. So think of the shit that guy's been through.
a lot.
You know, I can
lot.
remember being at the Reynolds house over here. That's where I got married, and that was the real first gay couple that I ever got introduced to. And living here in Vermont, that was not a fun time for gay people. They were over there. They were slashing his tires.
Yeah.
They were they keyed his Toyota truck. And then finally, I lost my shit. I went over there. I was like, hey, scumbags. They hollered something. They hollered faggot or something to Jeff when he was out there. And Jeff came in. He was all upset. And he's like, I can't. I was like, oh, I'll go take care of that. And I walked over there. And I was like, if one more thing happens to their cars or does anything, you're going to deal with me. I'll come over and I'll beat the fucking brakes off you. Those guys have never done nothing to you. They didn't fucking hurt you. What do you care about who they're sleeping with? I don't give a fuck who you're sleeping with. Sorry about the language, everybody, but there was a warning label put on earlier.
Listen,
So, I mean, G's been through some shit, man, so I would imagine he's got some pretty good advice.
he has incredible perspective on things. And yesterday, he kind of let me have it. And still last night, he was texting me. He's like, dude, you're just giving us way too much space in your mind. And he was right. He was right. Because Karen got under my skin.
Mm-hmm.
Sherilyn says to me last night, she said,
And I was expecting, you sent me the screenshots of all the messages. I tried to look her up. And you sent me all the screenshots. And by the way you were worked up, I expected it to be a lot worse than it really was.
all right.
So, you saw my reaction this morning.
Yeah, I did.
Something I'm trying to learn to do through my own
Yeah.
growth, through my own personal growth, and trying to understand people from their perspective.
Right.
So I think she had some very valid points. 100%. I really do. I think that
Interesting.
especially about trying to get help, not having just one side of the story, but also, hey, here's the people that need help if you would like to help out. I think those are great points. I don't know why she blocked both of us. I have nothing against her. I didn't take her comment personally. I look at it as another person's perspective on what they're seeing.
Okay.
So that's just me. But everybody is different. We all grew up different, so we all view things from a different set of eyes.
Very true.
Like, I think my wife is the absolute most beautiful person. She's what I'm sexually attracted to. Everything about my wife's body, I 100% love.
Where are we going here?
So, but my wife, through her eyes, thinks she's an ugly piece of shit that doesn't even want to get undressed in front of me.
Wow.
So it's always through somebody else's eyes.
Understand. That was a beautiful analogy, by the way. I mean, I'm so happy.
She does. She has like one of the lowest self-esteems, and I'm like,
Does Brenda listen
Brenda,
to Air It Out?
have you looked at the other 50-year-old women that are out here? You're fucking beautiful. I'm such a lucky man to have you.
I hope she's not listening.
Oh no, she's in bed still, so
Okay.
I can say all this shit.
But you shut your damn ringer off, would you?
They
Before I
know
come
I'm
over,
on. They know it too.
before I come over there and do that to your other arm, I will.
I know.
Sherilyn says to me, "You're letting this get to you, and you gotta learn to shake stuff off." I've done a pretty damn good job over the last couple of years, especially the last year, shaking stuff off.
Not me.
I
Not
have.
me. Yeah, no. You've been. This is just something that I recently. This is my own personal growth with Big Ed and everything else. There was just a bunch of shit happened, And two of my best friends got into it, and it kind of left me in a really shitty position because I love both of them.
Understand.
And so that's something I've had to learn on my own, is my own emotional reaction. Like when the cops dealt with me, I went and I saw, I just recently ran into Officer Gaylord. Officer Gaylord was the one that arrested me the night I got my second DUI.
Mm-hmm.
He was a really cool guy. The female officer was a really cool guy. Another officer showed up, and I instantly flipped the switch and became a piece of shit, and I said some of the most vile things to Officer Gaylord that did not deserve that.
Okay.
He was a good man,
Okay.
but I let my emotions
Mm-hmm.
take over. So that's something I've had to like type things out in a message and then erase them. Just read them and then erase them and just not and let it go.
Well,
Like, so that's where my poems come in.
Rex, we all need to do that.
Yeah.
We all need to do that. We're going to talk about your poetry.
Type it out, read it,
Yeah.
type it out again, read it, then delete that motherfucker.
One of the things that I have to do a better job at personally is
Not take everything personally.
very true.
You're now you're a personality. A lot of people know who you are, and we're never like I told you yesterday. The reason I would not delete my comment, because number one, I'm never going to make everybody happy. I sat right here with Brandon Carbo. I showed empathy to Brandon Carbo.
Yeah.
I was a piece of shit.
For,
I made
for showing empathy.
Yep, for showing empathy. I got onto there. I wasn't really paying attention. I made a joke about my own drug use from back in the day, and I was a piece of shit for not having empathy. So you can't win in your position. I mean, it boils down to like politics. As long as you get 47% of the people to like you, I mean, I guess that's all you could do. Not everybody's going to be happy, and I can't make and that's my problem is I come from a traumatized life. I was a traumatized child. So I'm always looking for that reassurance that I want everybody to like me. And so I have to get away from that and realize not everybody likes me, and I can't force myself onto people like that.
Right. I've made some great strides in that department. Some great strides.
That's awesome.
At some point, and I was telling G this yesterday, at some point, I am going to take a very, very deep dive into this. And it's not just for one episode, but for several. And we're going to have a really long, long talk about this subject, which I haven't talked about. I haven't talked about.
100%.
About community, who you know, who you don't know, who you know that you thought you knew, and going from there.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I have to constantly take a deep breath on and remind myself, like G was kind of saying to me yesterday, is that not everybody knows who I am. A lot of people
Absolutely.
don't.
Everybody knows who I am. I grew up around here. I've lived. You obviously didn't. And
Right.
So that's Barrie has always been that type of community.
Right.
It's hard to become part of that community with the old timers, with
Yes.
the generational families, stuff like that. I mean, just for example, like
Right.
the Donahues. Everybody know, if you've lived around here, you know Paul, you know John, you know Don, you know all of them.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just getting introduced to them. You're just introducing their kids. I
Sure.
can remember Steven when they were
Yeah.
just little
Little
kids, little
kids.
babies.
Yeah.
You know, Dawn was best friends with my wife.
Sure.
My wife used to live with Dawn and John. They were,
Yeah.
they're great people. So that you're just you're seeing people from the community that we already know in the community.
Right.
Like, you might not know them in a way that we know them.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Even though I've been here for a very long time, still plenty of people
Yep.
just don't they don't know, they don't understand who I am as a person off the air,
Right.
and
Very sensitive fella who gets very sensitive over comments. And
certain comments.
Yep.
certain comments.
And I have to see that, and it's hard for me because I see it through my eyes,
Yeah.
not through your eyes. This is your business. This is yours.
Yeah.
And so
Karen White's comment got under my skin.
that got under your skin, and I don't see that.
Okay. I think the reason why
I think it is because you're a very compassionate person and you really feel for these people. So when somebody calls you the total opposite
Yeah.
of what you're trying to do, did it come across the best way? Absolutely not. But it's constructive criticism. Like I said, she made some valid points on maybe switching. If you really are compassionate about these people and you really want to see them get help, be like, yo, let's get with some resources, which I don't know if Karen's ever seen this, but you've had several resources on here from Brody.
Oh my God.
What's his face? The camera guy that's been in here from Washington County Mental Health specifically, because she mentioned them. So please follow along, Karen, and don't take that one episode and be like, base everything off of that.
I am always.
Do I not feel blessed or privileged? 100%. Even in my darkest times, I feel blessed and privileged because I've lived in third world countries. I've seen what shitty humans do to other people.
I'm always
So I feel
talking
blessed.
about Washington County Mental Health, which is a sponsor of mine. I mean, I'm always talking about them. I
get it.
Number one. Number two, I'm always trying to offer
Tuesday there was
resources
something in the air, man.
I'm always trying to offer resources and help to anyone that has a story to share.
Perfect.
It's not only their story, but it's also
Right.
Are you connected to
And so how many
to
comments
resources?
are on that right now?
I don't
like
know. I've lost-
700 comments or something like that.
I've
And
lost
out
count.
of that you had one or two that were negative. So you're doing way better than me.
Well,
And I will never apologize for my humor.
yeah.
I'll never apologize for what I posted because I posted it. It's there. It's now there forever.
All right.
So,
So,
Yep.
but not everyone understands
no,
you.
no,
Some-
absolutely not. And I like went back and read that. I was like, how do you not see this as funny? And then I have to step back and see this in other people's eyes. And I was
Sure.
like, okay, I get it. Maybe the humor, it didn't resonate with you.
Yeah.
But if I now delete it, it looks like I did something wrong, and I don't feel like I did something
Sure.
wrong.
Sure.
Did I make a joke at the wrong time? Maybe.
I-
But it wasn't a joke at him.
Yeah.
It was a joke at myself.
All right. So let's put this. Let's reel it back here and just
Sure.
put this
In perspective.
Into perspective. If you don't know me personally as a guy, if you don't regularly listen to Aired Out,
Yeah, we can't just assume you're a guy.
people have asked me.
I mean, if
you're-
you drove a Subaru,
people ask me, "Oh, you have a podcast? What's it about?" And that's a tricky question for me.
I would say
because
depends on what day
yeah,
and who's there.
because it's about everything. It's about everyone. I mean, I love to introduce real stories, real content that encourage dialogue. And
Yeah.
real everyday life stuff. I love when people come in here and tell their story, share their story about what experience they've gone through in life so that it
100%.
can enlighten me and maybe others to look at things a little differently and be like, wow, can you imagine being in that guy's shoes?
Nobody knows me. No, there's very few
Listen,
people that know me.
I met a lady not too long ago, Alice Goltz, and we became friends a couple of years ago. And I have interviewed her 3 times on Aired Out. Her story is that she has some mild cognitive impairments. And 18 years ago, she had a baby, and her child was taken away from her by the state of Vermont and put into foster care. And it's a long, long, complicated story. that deserves, in my opinion,
To be heard.
to be heard, to be shared, to put some spotlight on, because I don't see. I don't see.
Yeah, man. You know what?
Listen.
Yep.
I don't see WCAX and PTZ and every other media source tripping over themselves to give light to stories like this.
We're not rich and powerful. Nobody. So everybody feels that the talking points they're going to go by. What's going to get sensation? What's going to get people to view them? It's all about the views, man. It's not
I
really
don't
about
give
the story.
a shit about that.
That's what's
Rex.
great about your podcast. You're doing it different.
I-
You're not doing it. You're not doing it.
How many times do I have to say on the air that if 10 people listen and it affects one person in a positive way, that's all that matters to me, dude. I don't care if there's 400 people listening who are, most of them are half listening. That's not important to me, man. If I can help one person or have someone come on and
Then
share
why
their-
are you reading the comments?
Well, maybe I shouldn't.
Let me read the comments. Put a warning label on there and say Rex is about to respond to all the comments.
Alice has come on
Yes, I've seen her a couple times.
three times, and the last time that I had Alice on was a few days ago, or last week or whatever, on the State House lawn, and we sat down because real change needs to happen from a state perspective, from a legislature perspective, with our state with regard to people with disabilities and advocating.
I can show you how to do that.
And advocating for them so that Alice's story doesn't happen to the next person.
Yep, I know how to do that. I can help you with that.
That is why this podcast is called Aired Out. Sometimes we goof around, we laugh. We're not really airing out anything, but sometimes we're airing out real substance,
Absolutely.
stuff that's got some legs to it, some roots. And Alice's story is one of them.
You know you don't have to be a
I
lobbyist.
look for that.
Do you know you can write your own legislation? I'd love to help you on that. I have
Okay.
resources.
Well-
One of my my cousin is Sarah Launderville.
right.
She works for the disabilities.
Connor
She's an
Connor
advocate.
Casey is one of the legislators who's trying to drop a bill
Okay.
for
Does he
this.
need help?
for-
Because
for
what
the-
we did is
for-
we
well,
actually
hold
wrote
on.
the legislation for MMA and had to bring it to them. You have to do their job
All
for
right.
them.
He's apparently, according to Alice, trying to drop some legislation that'll be introduced this winter that will
Yes.
prevent Alice's story from happening again. Okay? I have reached out to Connor Casey. I've asked him to come on the air with me.
You know who's another good guy, another senator, is Carl Demrow.
Okay.
Carl Demrow's a huge fighter. Don't pick if it has an R or a D or anything like that. Pick who fights for you. Pick who you fight, and there's a process. So there's a process. They're going to go to committee. This is going to be a couple-year process that you even get this done. They're going to go to committee. They're going to have all these several committees. They're going to ask her to speak. Do not be afraid to shame them.
Okay.
100%. They got down to the last vote on the MMA and then try to change their mind. And
All right. Well, it's not my goal to shame people.
No, you absolutely shame politicians.
Well,
100%, because they tell you one thing and do another. So you shame them every time they do that. And you tell them that you're going to put it public. Because as a matter of fact, the representative I was working with, I had more followers than she did. And they were going to go against the vote. I was like, oh, no.
On Tuesday morning, I did what comes naturally to me
Yeah.
as a person. Frankly, and I'll tell everybody this. It's just who I am, whether there's a camera on or a microphone on or off.
I've never seen you change from here to coming through the door.
Yeah. My character is just naturally inquisitive.
Yes.
I just want to learn from people. I want to hear other people's
You're
stories.
not YouTube creator. You're not a neon where when the cameras go off, you're a different person.
Yeah.
I know this for a fact. You've been to my house. I know this. Like just driving down through here, that funny little skit. Not even a skit. That was us for real, giving
Yeah.
each other shit in a car
Yeah.
on the way down here. This is how we are in real life.
I sat down with a complete stranger on Tuesday morning at City Hall Park on a park bench. I noticed this guy. He was sitting there all by himself. He had a cane,
Mhm.
and he was eating his breakfast that he had just got from Enough Ministries. Wow, do they do a great job. Ding, ding for them, man.
Dan
Great-
Mason, who's the other big guy? He's going to come in and roll with me when I get
Josh Fortier.
Josh, yeah. I like all them. Like all them. I don't know what they do over there. I don't know if they feed
Oh, that's just...
steroids in the breakfast or
No,
whatever,
no,
but
no.
all the pastors and shit are animals.
Yeah.
Like Randy, Dan was a combat hand-to-hand combat instructor. at
They're
the
all
Fulberg
badasses.
Ship. I mean,
They're all-
Jiminy Cricket.
But so I sat down next to this guy, and we had a very brief conversation. I introduced myself. I told him who I was. Told him what I do. Told him
He
about
seemed pretty happy to get his story out.
I told him about the Aired Out podcast and where the studios were, what I do, blah blah blah. And I asked him, "Would you like to come on the air sometime?" And he said, "Sure, let's do it." And I said, "What about now?" And he said, "Sure, absolutely."
And they act like you're setting up bum fights and
Yeah, it's like, well, Karen did. Karen did. You know, if you don't, please know, people, that I'm not just walking around looking for.
this is still spinning on your head.
It is.
G-Man, we fucking need you.
I know we need G. Wouldn't be surprised. Does he
I
have-
need reinforcements, G. He's not letting it go.
Did you lock the door?
I did not.
Damn it. But, you know, here's the thing. I'm not, you know, even if we never turned the cameras on, I would have still sat there and talked with this guy. If
Yeah.
he said absolutely not, I don't want to be on the air, I would have sat and had a conversation with him and learned, hey, man, what's your story?
Right.
You've got a story. I see your story. I don't know whether someone's story is drug use or substance abuse. I don't know whether they're homeless. I was even accused for, why are you interviewing homeless people? First of all, and you know who I'm talking about, go back. If you're going to have a comment, at least watch the goddamn
You know the best
episode.
part about all of this, JD?
We never even said that he was homeless.
I'm going to tell you the best
My
part about this.
God.
If I was Karen
That's
or any of
that's
those,
ignorant, bro.
okay.
Okay.
But listen, you're trying to defend yourself online to people you've never met. Okay. Number one. Number two, if I'm a troll and I'm sitting here watching this episode as you're melting down, talking about the comments
I'm
on
not
here,
melting down.
I am one, dude.
I'm not melting down. I'm passionate.
My perspective, you're having a meltdown over Karen's comments. Still to this day, 4 days later, 4 or 5 days later, I'm being perfectly honest with you. Listen, don't make me be the Joe Rogan and you be the Brendan Schaub.
If you
Because
want to if you want to
I'm gonna
interrupt
tell
me, you
you-
need to say, "Listen, Linda." Then I'll
Listen,
stop.
Linda, listen.
All right.
Okay.
Now I'll stop.
Okay. If I'm a troll and I'm watching this episode of you compassionately speak about the horrible comments, I am loading your comment section. If I could get a reaction out of you, 100% I am going to be relentless and watch you fucking melt. That's how trolls work, man. That's what you do. So you're feeding the troll under the bridge. And then those people are going to come back on and they're going to find something else to poke you with. Am I wrong? Look at, they still got you going. It's Friday morning. Two of your closest friends told you that they're taking up too much rent in your space. I mean, too much.
I said to G yesterday, and G says the same thing.
Yeah. I haven't even watched G's episode.
You need to watch
But
G.
I know right now G is sitting at home cheering, going, fucking hey, tell him.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
I'm sending a message to folks that are watching right now. If you did not listen to G yesterday morning, you need to. The guy gave me some fantastic advice.
Can I just start responding to all of the do I need to hack back in and start responding to all of the comments?
You know why I'm pissed at you?
Why?
Because being under anesthesia was no excuse for not listening to G yesterday.
Bro, I got to tell you about okay, I'm going to tell everybody about the funny story at the hospital. I have never, ever had this happen to me before.
Oh, thank you, Dottie. God, she just, I mean, God damn it. People like Dottie, she's spot on right. She just said you need to stop worrying about people's personal opinions.
Nobody knows what's going on in our lives either, dude. We sit here and smile. They have no clue about depression, anxiety, what we have going on in our lives.
I'm on the air for an hour a day.
Right.
There is so much shit that's going on in my
Bro,
life outside.
You've seen people. You've seen people judge me. They're like, "Oh, that guy is this, and this," and you laugh because you're like, "No way." I have students and shit in my class that assume I drive a big, huge truck with Trump flags and everything. They just assume it.
Wow.
And then they talk to their parents and they're like, no, I follow his Facebook.
So what happened was
It started with my comment. I think my comment, what it did was it started the chain reaction. Then it got more people to go over there and view it, more people, and then you started getting the negative comments because as soon as one of them comes out, then you have all these people that are like, oh my God, let me get on that wagon.
I didn't even know this guy's name. I have seen him before, okay? Mm-hmm. But I didn't even know his name, and I most certainly didn't know his story. So I said to him, hey, my name's JD Green. I'm the host of a podcast called Aired Out. Would you like to come on the air sometime and share your story? And he looked at me and said, yes, let's do it. And I said, do you want to do it now? And he said, yes. I still didn't even know his name at that point.
Right.
I went live and he came on the air and he told his story that he was in a motorcycle accident and had a traumatic brain injury and that he had made a very bad decision when he was, I think he said he was 23 years old, of not only not wearing a helmet, but also imbibing in some substance. And the combination...
No way!
The combination of the two resulted in something that took a couple of seconds, a crash without a helmet on.
No, it don't take long, man.
And
dude, I hit them fucking highway cones at about 100 miles an hour. It's a split second. It does not take long.
In a matter of seconds, Jarrett's life was completely turned upside down.
Overriding.
He had a traumatic brain injury, and he was reborn basically as a different person. Okay? And he is traveling through life now very differently. And we talked about that. I asked him, where's your friends? How's your family? What's your community like? Where do you live?
I know.
He's not he's not homeless. He lives at Tilton House.
Right. So that was the thing, is it was such a serious interview. That's why I blasted in with a funny comment just to try to break it up a little bit there. And
all right.
And it did not get received well.
No, it didn't.
Not at all. So, and that's the other problem is I don't take anything seriously in life, really.
I don't, first of all.
That's my own shield for my own trauma and everything else.
Yeah. Jarrett, I understand that. Jarrett and I are going to be having a hot breakfast.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty soon. And we're going to chat more about this. Probably a lot of chat off the air. Maybe he'll come back on. I don't know.
The only comment that got to me.
Why don't you say what your comment was?
My comment was
that I deleted.
Sadly, I've been this high before. Okay, I clicked on it for 2 seconds. There was a guy going blah 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 blah.
You didn't
It
listen.
wasn't really towards him. It was towards myself. I just made like I just tried to make a light, funny comment inside of a very serious moment. I'm that guy. Okay, so just for perspective on how dark my humor is, my wife gets diagnosed with cancer. We go to the gym because my wife trained with me at that time. We're practicing a move, and I said to him, I was like, don't get in that position because you will die. I was like, not literally like my wife, but in that, like, everybody's jaw dropped. And then once she started laughing, then everybody started laughing. That's who I am. I have a very dark humor. I've seen a lot of death and destruction in my life, and
you also have you have no filter.
No.
I mean, neither does G.
No.
But it's
not everybody. And from the military, like military guys, get it. I could say the wildest shit in front of another infantry dude, and they'll just laugh. Well, other people will be mortified by it. But that's what I grew up with. You know, my father was Special Forces in Vietnam. I was an 11 Bravo. I went to Special Operations in Central America.
But Rex,
so this is where I come from.
The timing of your comment,
Yep,
was horrible. I mean, we got a guy who's got a traumatic brain injury, was not high on drugs, and is trying to get through. But you also set a really good example about how if you just see someone, and G was making this point yesterday, you just see someone real quickly, it is so easy for us as human beings to draw.
Absolutely. If I see somebody in their pajamas at 9 o'clock in the morning while I'm making another run to RK Miles, 100% we judge them. Dude, people judge me and you. They judged you yesterday. They judge me every fucking day.
Yeah.
So is my humor going to go away? Is it come out at the wrong time sometimes? Absolutely. You notice the next comment I made was, I'm getting offline today.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
The only comment that bothered me on that, and I'm going to talk to that little fucker face to face, because I've already smashed him once, and I'm going to do it again. Except this time I'm going to use my fists when I do it. Is that little drunk, and I'm not even going to mention his name online.
Don't.
No, but he made a comment and said, right under, like some lady made a comment, and then he made a comment and said, as he's doing lines inside of my garage. Well, let me tell you something about that little drunk piece of shit. I hired that kid because he had a really bad life. He was in a really rough spot. So I hired him. The very first day that he worked for me, he stole from me. And I called him on it. I was like, bro, what? Did you take this out of my truck? And he's like, no, I didn't. You're just saying that when you know your son took it, but you don't want to blame him. You're just blaming the new guy. I was like, first of all, my son wouldn't take it because I would give it to him. And then he denied it. 2 weeks later, he was at a person's house he didn't know was my fucking cousin and had that thing and was bragging about how he stole it from me. Then you know what? When I finally called him on it and he got caught, he's like, well, why don't you just get over it? The last time that I had my hands on that kid, it literally took me 30 seconds to submit him. And I was a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu back then. I am telling you right now, you Dollar General working motherfucker, run your mouth some more.
Rex.
That got me going.
Deep breath, buddy.
So,
all right, let's get back on track.
Yep.
Okay. And I understand. We all have people in our.
He's never seen me. The thing I smoke marijuana, and I don't even smoke it. I eat edibles. Okay. That's what I do to sleep. Did I do drugs? Absolutely. I use cocaine as a party drug, just like every other fucking adult in here.
All right. Listen, I don't want to talk about drugs here.
But that was a thing back in the day. That kid wasn't even alive when I did that shit.
I want to get back to the what we're talking about this morning.
Yeah, no, that was riling me up.
I understand. I understand. Let's go down that rabbit hole another day, though. Because one of the concerns I had was Jarrett reading this comment. Jarrett seeing your comment, implying that he was high. That kind of bothered me a little bit because at least what I know of him in a 20-minute conversation, he's a straight up solid dude with real experience,
Yep.
real life experience that many of us thankfully haven't experienced.
Right.
He has a different perspective on life.
100%.
So I was worried that would hurt him.
Should have shown it to him. I bet you'd be surprised.
I think he's listening this morning. But like the way I feel is that
And I understand your perspective 100%.
okay.
But I need you to understand my perspective that if I take that down, if I'm the one that deletes it, it makes it out like it did something wrong. It's on there. It's there.
Yeah.
And I'm just not
Yeah.
I'm not that guy to apologize for what I
Okay.
said. It
Well,
was a
at least you're
do I agree that it was a wrong time? Absolutely. Do I have anything against Jared? Absolutely not. We probably have a lot in common, if I'm being honest.
Have you ever met Jarrett?
I have not.
Would you like to?
Absolutely. Of course.
Okay. What would you say to him?
I don't know.
Okay.
I probably want to know more about him
Okay.
before I start picking on him.
Would you apologize?
100%. No, I don't know. Man, I just don't. From my perspective, that wasn't a dig at Jared. It just
Or-
wasn't.
Jarrett.
Jared.
With a
I
T.
just,
Yeah.
I don't care if he was high or how he was acting. I'm just saying that I've been that high before where I acted like that. Okay? And it did not come across like that.
Yes.
I did not assume he was high. I was just assuming I wasn't assuming anything.
Yeah.
Just looking at his slurring and stuff. I've been like that. Ask Officer Gaylord.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just, that's where I came from. So if I apologize, I did something wrong. And from my perspective, I was taking a dig at myself. And I tried to put it that way. And it didn't come across that way online. So I apologize that it did not come across that way.
Yeah.
I don't apologize for what I said. I was taking a dig at myself.
I think it's really commendable that you have the nads
To stand on my shit.
well, to come in here and say that on the air and explain that to people. You're an interesting dude. You're extremely unfiltered. And a lot of things that come out of your mouth and come off of your fingertips online
100%.
are taken way out of context.
Or sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're not. I have even, and I consider you one of my best friends. I have even taken what you have said out of context.
Yep. Nobody knows what's in my mind. It's a very complex, maybe not, but it seems pretty complex to me.
Yeah. I hope that you will come and sit and have breakfast with Jarrett. And
Oh,
I.
100%.
I hope that's going to happen.
Yeah, and I don't need to be on film to talk with Jarrett, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, no.
But that doesn't
I
that don't
understand.
make a bit of difference.
No.
And I'm telling you, if that really did bother after my explanation, and if that really bothered him, then we'll sit down and we'll talk. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking clowns.
Is that buttoned up? Can we close the book on that?
About fucking time.
Okay, good. The second point that I want to make, and this I talked about this yesterday with G, and I'm not going to talk about this a lot, okay?
Perfect.
But I'll just because I haven't had a chance to talk to you because you've been recovering from surgery.
Right.
The second thing that bothered me, and it didn't. I don't know if the word bother. It more discouraged me. It didn't make me angry. It made me discouraged a little bit.
What's that?
And I know you're going to yell at me here, and that's fine, and I'll break your other arm.
Perfect. Notice no fear in my eyes.
Oh, I'll come over there. The thing that bugged me, that just discouraged me, was that somebody could watch, and maybe they didn't watch, I don't know, a 20-minute park bench conversation, and their takeaway from what Jarrett had to say
You're surprised by that?
was only that I didn't have any consideration for the fact that his pancakes were getting cold.
That's where the bandwagon comes in. That's once
That's
I made
discouraging to me,
but it's
dude.
watch TikTok, the reels, 6 seconds. That's what it is. Between 6 to 15 seconds, your reels, your Instagram, all that. That's where the attention span of people are. 6 to 15 seconds. So you're lucky you got anybody to listen for 20 minutes. They still don't comprehend. They just watch it and they wait for the comment. Oh my God, how many likes can I get on my comment? And then it goes, so that's, I make my little comment. I know that comment's going to, the same reason American Eagle did with their commercial.
I want to see people comment right now if they agree with you, with what just came out of your mouth. I want to see comments.
What do you mean?
Just what you're talking about, how quick people are to react.
Yes, absolutely. If you get one negative reaction and somebody sees that they got a bunch of likes, notice the replies underneath it.
Right.
I agree with you. Oh my God.
When I saw the comment, which I left up there, you can read it, and like G says, man, you're taking way too much stock in it. Let it go. And he's right. He's right. He really is. He's right.
Yeah.
But when I see someone say, you're letting his pancakes get cold.
Can you
It makes me, when I read
what
that,
are you gonna do?
like,
What are you gonna do when
you
you got
fucking
5 million,
serious?
6 million views, and you don't have time to? You're
Yeah.
gonna have to hire somebody to look at the
I
comments
know.
and do it, man.
Whatever.
You're already at that point. Like
I
I
know.
need to answer them for you. Put a big warning label right at the end of the video. Rex Thompson will be replying to all comments.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
I wonder if
Please.
the folks that commented about his pancakes are getting cold are gonna go in and remove their comments, just like Karen removed hers.
Karen didn't remove her. She
She
blocked
did.
us.
Well, she blocked us. That's right. That's
And I
right.
don't know why, but
I don't know why.
I mean, because I honestly didn't think it was that bad.
I got a screenshot.
I think that constructive criticism is fine.
I got a screenshot of her comments, and listen, I disagree with you.
And that's fine.
However,
But that's your perspective because this is your business. You were the one doing the interview. But for me sitting on the outside, that's my perspective. So it doesn't hit me as hard as it hits you, and I can completely understand from your perspective how that hit you. It just doesn't hit any of us the way it hits you, and it can't because we don't own Aired Out. We weren't the people doing the interview.
Yeah.
It's not us that's trying to do good for the community.
yeah, right. Yeah.
So
I got you.
that's I get why you're upset. I understand you. I hear you.
Her comment, and I have the screenshots here.
No.
I mean, should I read any of this or
Nope.
just don't even fucking bother?
Nope.
All right.
Unfortunately,
the things that
attention span. Oh, the attention span thing is true, and you can never control how what you do is received.
true.
That doesn't make it right. People are
Brazen behind a screen.
yes.
And not very thoughtful.
That's why I'm saying that kid that made that comment, he absolutely knows. The last time, I'm serious, I did a duck under on him, took him to the ground like he was a toddler and choked him out. Like, come on, man. Why would you say shit like that? Oh, I know why, because you're not standing in front of me and you're online. That's why you say dumb shit. That's why we all say dumb shit online. You should have seen my original MySpace. Oh my God. Before that was ever filtered.
People take in information differently, and that is why they need to ask person talking if this is what you mean, and then say what they think you said.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Get them to repeat it and ask them what they meant. That is perfect.
But
that is 100% perfect.
But Karen White, and I don't know who she is, but
she looks familiar.
it
really resonated, really bothered you.
It did, because she accused me of trying to be God's miracle worker. and accused me of persecuting people and
Yeah, she seems like a very, very religious person.
exploiting. Was the word persecuting and exploiting bothered me, because that's the last fucking thing that I do in my life.
Okay.
Hold on.
You know it.
Off the camera, on the camera, I don't persecute and exploit people. I love to hear their stories. I love them to share their stories, to help others. That is my intention. I don't walk around looking for gloom and doom on the streets or on social media. I don't sit on my phone all day and look for gloom and doom to spread, to sensationalize. I don't have the fucking time for it.
I do.
But if
I'm here for the shock factor.
If someone is willing to come on the air and share their story, their own challenges, their own hopes, it is my intention for that and hope for that to help others. I have always believed that realness can drive inspiration. Maybe the message of that was, maybe someone that was listening to Jarrett had a takeaway of, I ride my motorcycle all the time in New Hampshire and I don't wear a helmet. Maybe now I'll wear a helmet. Rex, I'm just saying an example. Maybe that was someone's takeaway. I don't know. Or maybe someone's takeaway was, hey, I need to embrace life a little bit more and enjoy what I have in front of me.
There you go.
And
there you go.
And
make your life feel better, man. Realize, I think a lot of people don't realize what they have in life and how good it is. I spent years chasing what I already had. And it wasn't until I got to my late 40s, early 50s to realize every single thing I was chasing was sitting right in front of me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So here we are, both of us.
Yep. I can use my legs. I can talk. I can ride a motorcycle. I mean, I'm obviously a little fucked up. I am so much more blessed than Jarrett right now.
Okay.
And that's where I come from.
But that's the takeaway.
Absolutely.
Okay? So here we are in our 50s with a different perspective on life.
Yep.
Life, and here's the T word. You ready?
What?
Time.
Yeah.
Is more precious. It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's also more fragile.
Yep.
It is so delicate, and it is something that we all have to embrace.
Yeah.
And use our time more
wisely.
wisely.
My kids were toddlers, man. They're 26 fucking years old now.
Just like me, this
right.
imperfect asshole that needs to learn to let shit go.
Yep.
And say to myself, like I did last night, a little bit last night, try to have some empathy for Karen White, that she doesn't know, she doesn't see what your intentions are.
I have so much empathy for so many people.
How sad is that someone thinks that you're persecuting and exploiting someone on the streets of Barrie? This chick doesn't even know, she doesn't know anything about me. But Sherilyn says, who gives a fuck that she doesn't know anything about you? That's going to happen all the time. You're saying that too. G is saying that too. Okay.
Nobody, you know what? Our circles are small. Those people inside my circle, they know. My wife, you know.
You know what? My circle, Rex, is getting fucking smaller and smaller and smaller.
And that comes with age.
With every year that goes by in my life. And that circle is, honestly, it's this big. I know who's in that circle. I know who's in that circle. And I'm going to tell everybody something right now, which I wasn't planning on doing. I have a piece of paper that is hidden in my house. And on that piece of paper, which has been redrawn a few times, is I'm getting nervous because I wasn't planning on talking about this. On that piece of paper are a series of circles. There's one in the middle, which is the core, and then there's another one that's bigger than that outside of that.
Yep.
And then there's one that's bigger than that outside of that.
Your
and then
acquaintances.
it's the F word, friend. I talked about this with G yesterday. If you don't go back and watch G's show yesterday, I'm going to break your other arm. There's the center circle. There's the layer outside of that center circle. And then there's the one outside of that. And then there's the one outside of that. And if you want to make the outermost ring, the big time outermost ring, if you want to have that category as enemies, you can.
I don't have enemies.
You can have that ring.
People
That's
just don't give a
fine.
fuck about.
Or you can not have that ring and just stop at whatever category you want to call it, whether it's acquaintances or whatever.
Facebook friends.
But there have been acquaintances that have gone outwards into enemies. There have been acquaintances who have gone inwards.
When you figure out who they are.
When you figure out who they are, to friends. And sadly, there have been not many, God, not many, but friends, or at least people that you thought were friends, who have gone to acquaintances, and some quickly, even beyond that. So there's movement. There's
all the time.
There's movement.
All the time.
It's constant.
You'll find out who your transactional friends are. They're the friends that are only around when you can provide something for them. Then they throw you away when you're not needed anymore. You have those friends.
Yeah.
You have real friends. Like I have.
You know
one,
what?
I have one friend that knows where to find my body. One.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's unfortunate because I wish there was two, and I wish I was the other one. But because
I don't want anybody.
I love you, bro. You know, and I love everything that's imperfect about you. And I said to G yesterday, I'm like, you know what the problem with this, I don't want to say the world, again, like I always do, but it's like loyalty with friendship is really something that we all need to stop and think about.
Dude, I'm the most loyal motherfucker you've ever met.
Okay, so
fuck.
So
to
am
a
I.
fault.
So am I. I have had people tell me, I can't fucking believe that you're friends with Rex Thompson.
You know what? But nobody says that to me about you. But I get that. I do. There's no in between when it comes to me. It's love or hate.
I have another friend who's watching right now, and I know he knows who he is. Who I have also had people say to me, I can't believe you're friends with that guy. I know you do.
And I'm friends with him.
And I know. But I'll tell you something, man. It's like, and I said to G yesterday, and I'll say to you, if you're a friend of mine and I'm loyal to you, within some reason, I draw lines at, harming children and stuff like that.
Right.
But within reason, no matter what you do,
I had to drop a friend for that.
There
when
you
I
go.
opened up the paper, and he was actually our photographer, and he got caught with child sex porn.
I remember.
We took instantly everything off of everything that was his. We took it off our pages. We deleted, blocked.
I remember.
For me,
association.
There is no.
Yeah.
There's a line. There's a hard line
definitely
in the fucking sand.
There's a line.
I was molested as a kid.
Yeah.
In no way. Nope.
Yeah. But you could literally do anything within some boundaries, some basic parameters, where you could come to me and say, Jesus, JD, I fucking robbed a bank and whatever. I'm not going to say, oh, that's awesome that you robbed a bank. I'm not going to say, that's awesome that you beat the shit out of that guy to within an inch of his life.
You got to worry about either one.
I'm not going to say that's great. I love that about you. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is I'm still going to be your fucking friend.
Yep.
You can still rely on me.
Mm-hmm. And those friends are hard to find. Those are the hard friends to find. Man. That's why that whole thing that happened between my two best friends, that was so tough on me. Still is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I know we're changing the subject a little bit here, and I told G yesterday. I said, dude, we were talking about boxes and how you have these. G has all these boxes in his life, and he's got them up on shelves in his mind. He puts things in various boxes. This is this. This is that. Some of them are happy boxes. Some of them are traumatic boxes. Bad shit.
Yeah.
And that he will access boxes when he needs. He'll add stuff. He'll take stuff out. He'll throw it away. Whatever. But man, I've got boxes. We all do.
Bro, I need to take a fucking an estrogen blocker. I'm getting way too emotional on this.
No, that's fine, dude.
No,
No,
I can
it's
tell.
fuck
I
you.
can tell my estrogen levels are
Oh, fuck
high.
that.
I can.
No, it's
When
not.
tears come to my eye, that
No.
means the estrogen level's too high.
Dude. See,
I need to break the mood, man. It's either
no,
break
no,
the
no,
mood
no,
or ball my fucking eyes out.
I understand. But you're being real, though.
Yeah.
So
I don't like it.
just let yourself be real,
No,
bro.
No.
Yeah.
Not in front of a bunch of strangers.
Fuck
Not
you.
happening. Fuck
Just
you.
be real. No.
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
Mm.
Just be real. You are real.
I love my friends.
I know you do. I know you do. There's a side of you that you have shown on this podcast in the past that is extremely fucking real and relatable.
Right.
Okay? Real and relatable are two of the four things that I hang my fucking hat on this podcast. And you are both of those. Okay? So I say to people who say, I can't fucking believe that you're friends with Rex Thompson.
I get, dude.
You
should have seen that. They said it to my wife. I
you
can't
know-
believe you fucking married Rex Thompson.
Wow, of
She's
course.
like the greatest, nicest person in the world.
You know what I say when someone says, I can't believe you're friends with that guy?
My wife says you don't know that guy.
Whether it's you or this other guy that we were talking about is listening this morning. You know what I say to myself in my mind?
No.
Quietly. When I hear someone say that to me, I say to myself, I'll never fucking be friends with you. Because you don't understand loyalty, dude.
Yeah, but no, man. Dude, I have legit hate towards me, which I deserve. 100 fucking %. Okay?
You better shut that ringer
There
off. I'm going
is-
to come over there and fucking bitch slap
There
you
is
so hard.
100%, and I accept that.
Yeah, I get it.
I've been a piece of shit, and I'm not. But I am growing. I'm trying. That's all I can do, man. That's all anybody can do. It's when you stop trying to grow, stop trying to.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to be a better person. Every day I try to be a better person because I figured out that when you do good things happen to you. When you do bad things happen to you. Call it religion, call it karma, call it whatever you want, but it's a fucking reality. Go out and do good things to people and watch it come back on you.
Now,
Do bad things still happen to me? Fuck yeah. Do I find the positive out of it? Absolutely. Everybody says, oh my God, that's horrible that happened. I don't know. Was it? Was it really horrible? Was it horrible that it happened in training here at Burlington or could it have happened in the third round with Mike Souza and I ended up in Lowell General fucking Hospital, which is a dump hospital? So did it really suck? Was it really bad? It's like the old, what was that Chinese proverb there? The guy goes, his son, all of his horses run away. And they're like, oh my God, that's horrible. And the guy says, well, was it? And the next day, a bunch of horses come in or something like that. I don't remember the whole thing. He says the next day his son is riding one of the horses. His leg gets broke. They go, oh, that's horrible. He goes, is it? The next day all the conscripts come to take all the young men to go to war. But his son has a broken leg. He can't go. They're like, so everything happens for a reason. And if you're good to people, then good things will happen to you. I tell this in my kids' class. I express this in my beginners class because the mats, when you're on the mats, it's an instant karma, and it will humble you quick. You could be the biggest guy on the mat, and there's going to be one person who's going to walk through that door, and they're going to humble you. So translate that to life. My grandmother, on her dying deathbed, I learned so much from my grandmother. She went to St. Monica's. She was they lived in that church. My parents got married there. But she told me, she goes, she used to travel to Israel every single year by herself. She would travel to Israel. I used to have a t-shirt that says, I survived Israel, and it was a bus getting blown up. That was my grandmother. But I learned so much about her traveling. She said to me, she goes, if you're ever hurting for money, go give your last dollar to somebody that needs it more than you. I was like, wrong. And she goes, it'll come back. You'll get so much. She goes, I can remember I needed money to travel. And she goes, I didn't have the money. And she goes, I found somebody. They were hurting. They were telling me a horrible story. She goes, I gave them all my money. I was broke. And she goes, and then something came in and she won something. And she got a bunch of money. And that's how she financed her trip again to Israel.
Damn.
So, and I found this to be true in life. I do this. I do this purposely. Like if I'm having bad times in life, I try to go find somebody that's having a worse time and help them. I found anonymous people online that, I need groceries, and I've gone and delivered them. Never asked them their name, told them not to come out so that I could just deliver them and put them there, as I don't want to be known. I do a lot of shit like that.
I know you do. First of all, I know you do.
But then again, I've also been a piece of shit to people.
I can think of...
I've done equally amounts of piece of shit things as I've done good things.
Well...
I beat people up who didn't deserve it. I've been beaten up before because of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just my perspective on life.
I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw your comment...
oh my God, we're going back to this.
No. I want to button.
I thought we put this in a box.
I want to button it. I want to button this.
G-Man, he won't put it in the box, man. He's keeping it on the outside of the box, G.
Listen, both you and G are super great friends of mine. Some of my best. Yeah. I haven't even had a chance to talk to Chuck about this, and he's another one. Both of you have helped me immensely just in the last 24 hours. A lot.
Sometimes, man.
Rex.
That's how my poetry works for me. I blow that out when I'm in my darkest fucking times, man.
Your poetry is absolutely outstanding.
It's dark.
Listen.
It's about childhood trauma, suicide.
What
I have to put it in words.
What you have written, you, in my opinion, are the singer and songwriter that no one knew was so talented. You have something so inert in you that is stunning to me. Can I just tell you?
But in order to do that, I have to be in the darkest spiral.
I got it.
You've ever fucking seen.
I got it.
Maybe my poems will change as I grow and as I heal myself.
My father was a master plumber, an electrician, and heating guy his whole life.
No shit.
And as a kid, I mean, little kid, I remember riding along in his van. I'm 10 years old, and we'd be going to job sites. He'd be bringing me along with him. And he would be driving, and he would pull over and grab a receipt, a napkin, or a McDonald's bag and start scribbling poetry on it.
Motherfucker.
And
Fucking hate you.
my father, the plumber.
Why do we have to talk about our parents right now?
The plumber and the electrician was an amazing poet, and he took all of his scribblings and basically put them in a cardboard box that was getting banged around.
Make it into a book, dude. Publish a book with it.
He did.
That's fucking awesome.
He did.
I got
And
an offer the other day to.
you don't have a copy of his book? I never gave it to you.
I'd love to see it. My uncle Emil just died. He was a poet too. I'm related to Robert Burns.
That's the History Center right here.
Oh,
in Barrie.
actually, and you know who else? My wife's related. We have an original poem that never got published. Well, I don't know how. Like, it's not in with his workings because he wrote it personally to a soldier that died. He was personal friends with, who happens to be my wife's uncle. So I have a poem from Robert Frost that Robert Frost wrote to my wife's uncle. They asked us to put it in his museum, donate it, and give it to the museum. But down in there's a place. My wife will know. There's a place.
Yeah.
It has the guy that died in World War II.
Yeah.
And Robert Frost wrote a whole. It's still down in like the general store and
Yeah.
shit down there.
I know where that is.
Yeah.
Yes. Have
If you ever want to see it, it's a handwritten poem. I have it. It's in a.
Have
we
you
it
ever been
laminated
to
and shit.
Robert Frost's hangout place down
Yes.
there by Breadloaf?
Yes.
Have you been?
Yep.
Walking through the trails there?
That's the one down in southern Vermont, right?
Yes.
That's where. Yes. They wanted us to donate.
Up over the Appalachian Gap.
They were the ones that wanted
area.
us to donate the poem because it's not part of it. It was a personal poem that he wrote because he was personal friends with Brenda's uncle.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
But listen, you are you're a complex guy. You have different. We both are. We have different
I don't know
facets.
if I'm complex or if I just have mental problems.
No. You've got there's different sides of you. Some people are like, oh, that's Rex. Oh, that's Rex Thompson. He's the asshole.
It depends on where my hormones are, man.
No,
It really does.
no. You're an amazingly insightful guy. Whether we agree or disagree, you've been a fantastic mentor to me.
Oh, fuck.
I
come with a warning label.
I'm sorry.
Come on. I come with a warning label.
I'm sorry to say that, but you have been, buddy. You have a different perspective. You have a different way of.
And the only
looking at
reason I'm
things.
crying is because I'm coming down off all the painkillers.
Oh, fuck
and
off. It's all right to cry, you
It's-
asshole. Jesus Christ. It's fine.
I don't like to talk about parents and friends and shit, man.
I think you know me well enough. I want to believe that most people that listen to Aired Out, this is what I want to believe. And Sherilyn's saying you need to stop wanting to believe that. But
If you believe it, it'll happen.
I want to believe that most know that when I'm on the air here, if you're a regular viewer of Aired Out, that you know that we've got a live podcast with a say it like it is approach, and that we can resolve issues, we can find commonality together, we can reflect on accomplishments, hardship, relatability, and that my objective, my intention in life is not to persecute and exploit people. All right, I'm done.
I'm not even paying attention.
I'm done. Are you not?
I was reading the
Are
comments.
you not listening to me anymore?
No.
done.
Every time you go to that subject, I'm just going away.
done.
I'm telling you right now, if I was that girl, I'd troll you every day now.
Would
I
you-
would 100% troll you knowing that I could get that kind of reaction where you'd be that upset for this many days.
Yeah.
That'd be the ultimate goal of a troll. That's awesome.
Would you agree? Would
I need to make an AI picture of you feeding the troll. I'm going to do that.
do it?
I'm absolutely
Can
gonna
you get
do it.
Taylor to do it? Because you only got one arm. Can you get Taylor to do that?
So I want to do an experiment
Oh shit.
with your viewers.
Oh shit.
Let's see who follows along. It goes back to being good to people and good things happening to you and everything else. So let's try an experiment. And I do this all the time.
Oh God, no, please
I do this all the time.
don't.
Something that you want to happen this week, this upcoming week. Something you really want to happen. You're hoping that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? I want you to wake up every single morning and I want you to ask the universe, ask God, not ask, but tell them by this weekend, and I want you to mention whatever it is.
Manifest it.
Manifest it. And every single day, I want you to say this to yourself. As soon as you wake up, this is happening by this weekend. This is happening by this weekend. Wow. So, and I want to tell you a story. I was like,
wow.
I did this last week. 100%. I manifested. I said, I'm going to sell my Bobcat this week. I'm going to sell my Bobcat every morning. I told everybody in my family, I said, pray, we are going to sell this Bobcat this week. I wanted to see if it still worked. And I did that. Friday, I got a phone call. A guy says, I'm on my way from New York. I'm going to buy that Bobcat.
You believe in like earth energy and stuff.
I believe in everything. I believe in religion. I believe in the universe. I think the universe, our energy and religion is all the same. I think they both coexist. I think that heaven is a place where your energy goes because our energy never dies. So our energy, whether you call it energy, whether you call it our soul, I don't care. I think all religions are pretty much, if you read the nuts and bolts of it, they're all pretty much the same. Be a good fucking person. Don't be a piece of shit. Help your neighbor. Don't look down. Don't judge. Just help your neighbor. If you do that, like the Dalai Lama, what's the other Buddhist guy there?
Gandhi.
Yeah, not like Gandhi, but like Buddha and stuff like that. Because some people say, well, if you don't worship this religion, then you won't get into heaven. And that's not true because they talk about that. They actually talk about it, and I'm trying to. But they talk about that question is actually answered in the Bible, and they're like, no, this guy is, good people go to heaven. Energy, but I believe that your energy goes to heaven.
If Paul Brody's listening right now, he will grab a link of exactly what you're talking about, and he'll drop it in the comments. I promise you. I promise you. Paul,
I've never, but I've tried. If you have that mind, it's just a mindset. It really is. If you want to have a good life, have a good life. If you want to be happy, be fucking happy. Manifest it. Ask the universe. I'm not telling you this is a cheat code. Like you're going to go down and give a homeless guy $1 and then you're going to be walking down the street and find a $100 bill. Right. This is not, you have to have good intentions. You have to really have good intentions to be a good person.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't always a good person.
Yeah.
And bad things fucking happened to me. And I understood why.
Yeah.
Like I beat a man so bad inside of, it happened. And it wasn't a month later, I was getting beat by 40 motherfuckers. And when that got done, I was like, well, there it is. There it is. And that really resonated with me. I was like, okay, so I know what happens to me when I do bad things. I know exactly what happens to me. Let's try the other side. And so now, and lately I've been, I've had to work a lot of things out in my own marriage. I've been married for 28 years, dude. And it's not easy. Anybody that tells you it's easy, whether it be you and your wife's hormones, your anxiety pills. Like I didn't know what anxiety or panic attacks were. And I'm finding like those motherfuckers are debilitating. I'm out at my pond throwing up like, what the hell is going on? This is something for middle-aged women. I used to point and laugh at people for that kind of shit. Like, pull up your big girl panties. What is wrong with you? Well, I know. Your brain, dude. Fuck me.
Yeah.
What a horrible that.
Yeah.
So that's like a real thing in our 50s.
Isn't it amazing how so many of us Communication.
Learning. So, just a real quick story between me and my wife, and I hope she doesn't kill me because this is real recent, and we've been
Lord.
fighting a lot, and it's been horrible because I'm the type of
Lord have mercy.
I'm the type of guy that feels energy. Okay, so I feel when something's off. I was a kid that was told I was never loved. I was pushed away. I was never wanted. So as soon as I feel like my wife is off, I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't love me. She's gonna throw me away. I'm just that fucking piece of shit kid that just gets thrown away.
Yeah.
Never gonna be loved. Never gonna be. And so
This is relatable for a lot of people.
bro, me and my wife have been fighting over this for so long. I've just been so angry and it came to me when she was gone. I was like, holy fuck. My wife has been going through like all of this shit. She tells me, she's like, I love you. And I said, yeah, well, I hear that, but that's not the way it comes across to me. I feel your energy. So I'm going by your energy and not by what you say. So fuck it. So now I'm just staying angry. You giving off that energy, so I'm not. But I had a fucking epiphany. I was sitting there and I was like, holy fuck, dude. My wife's libido's gone. Her energy is her energy levels, everything. And she's going against what her body's telling her to try to make me happy. I never saw the effort my wife was putting in. Dude, that was a world change. That changed everything in the fucking world for me. I stopped being angry. I felt like I could be happy because she loved me. I've never... Okay. This is a hard part.
It's okay.
So, feeling that love was a game changer, bro. That right there, knowing somebody put an effort into me. That's huge.
I understand. That is huge. And we have,
Fucking asshole.
all of us.
I fucking hate you. But I love my wife.
Listen, bro.
So
We all have so much shit.
can't afford therapy, so we got to figure it out.
We're
We've
doing
been
it-
together too
Hey,
long. Can't get rid of each other.
We're
All we can do is live in the house and hate each other, and we don't want to do that either.
We're doing some therapy right now this morning. But listen, we all have, my God, including me, so much shit crawling around inside of our heads that's distracting us from the obvious that's right there in front of us. And I am so guilty of that.
Right.
I'm so
Yes.
guilty of that. And can I give you an example?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Here's an example. Yesterday, I come off an hour and a half with G, who's just driving it, man. I mean, I'm trying to allow his words to me resonate. And I'm driving home, and I was very consumed with yesterday's podcast, like I am with this one this morning.
Yep.
I don't even remember driving home. But
Me
this
neither.
is what I remember. You ready for this? This is to me, this is amazing. I'm gonna manifest right now that I'm
You
gonna
fucking
be.
you had an epiphany.
I'm gonna. I gotta tell JD. Tell your listeners this without getting emotional. Can you do that? Okay. I pull in the driveway. I still don't even know what fucking planet I'm on.
What's Sherilyn do
Because
for you?
I'm thinking about Karen.
Right. So what was Sherilyn doing for you?
Wasn't Sherilyn.
Lily?
I pull in the driveway. I don't even get it into park. And there comes my little girl, 100 miles an hour, out of the house. Daddy, Daddy.
You lucky motherfucker.
I open up the car door and still got my seatbelt on, and she jumps on top of me, wraps her arms around me, squeezes me, and says, Daddy, I missed you. I love you so much. And I can smell her hair, and I'm like, fuck everything else.
Yep.
My God, that is
I feel that.
that is what really matters in the end of the day.
100%.
And I've had people say to me, JD, Don't wait until you get sick before you realize that.
Yep.
Thank you for coming in here this morning, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.
God, I love you. And
You're a fucking douche.
and G and Sherilyn and Chuck.
We all have to realize at our age what our wives are really doing for us and how much they're putting their bodies through just to make us happy.
Yeah.
Start looking at it that perspective. Guys over 40 years old, it sucks for women. And hormones are a fuck. If you don't believe me, start doing some shots of testosterone and watch your hormones go fucked up.
This is a whole different podcast episode.
She's my best friend.
Sherilyn is mine too. And man, do we freaking go at it.
It's communication, man. We communicate different. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We communicate different.
Fuck.
We got to somehow meet in the middle on our
You
communication.
know what? I have that book. I'm dead serious. I'm not joking.
This is just shit we've had to
I have
figure
that
out,
book.
man.
I have that book. I'm not joking. This is for real.
Yep.
I have that book. It is on a bookshelf.
There's nothing wrong with
And there's
educating
a
yourself.
half an inch of fucking dust on it.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You
Well,
need to
maybe
be
not
able to.
maybe not a half an inch.
You need to be able to fight right. You need to be able to not fight each other, but fight the problem, so that you can come up with a solution together.
It's an art.
100%, and it's an
It's a
ongoing
skill.
process.
It's a skill.
And
daily.
sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm starting to say shit that
Right.
is digging deep. I'm not going to do this. Let's
Yeah.
come back, but don't let it just go at that.
Yeah. Right.
Come back to it. Say, hey, let's. I've taken a deep breath. Sometimes, so me and Brenda have had to do this. We're like, okay, it's starting to get heated again. Let's back off. We've had to talk about this for days on end, but to do it the right way.
Sure.
So if I start seeing myself being mean, especially typing shit, it's so easy to type shit out.
Sure.
mean.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
So,
Listen,
and the people we love, we say the meanest shit to.
I know. I'm fully aware that I have not talked about this morning.
Oh, happy birthday, Amanda Joe Dudley.
Is it? I know
It-
Amanda Joe Dudley.
Of course you do, Amanda Joe Dudley, and her hair salon up at Lucas John's gym in Granite City MMA.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Amanda.
Age?
23. What do you mean?
Okay.
I think she turned 24 today.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Other birthdays? Do you have any others?
I don't. I just know it's Amanda's birthday today.
Okay.
Happy birthday. She's one of our friends. One of
let's
our good
see.
friends.
God, I know I've got some here. Hang on a second. Stop putting pressure on me, Rex.
What? Sorry for being so real.
Casey Franks, Terry Luce, Bonnie Campbell, Jared Henry.
Whoa, I haven't heard
Wow.
that name in a decade.
Damn.
What is he? He just like fell off the face of the earth.
No, he's all right. He just had he's got a new shiny new hip
Ooh.
in his body. But yeah, it's August 1st. Damn.
Same with me. I got a new bicep.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
right hook was nasty right before this. Wait till it. Oh, my new one.
Is it going to be better or worse?
Better?
Come on.
Nope. The new anchors inside of it. My
Stop
tendons.
it.
Oh no way, dude. Tendons are twice as strong. The anchors are better.
So I should be hoping that you hit me with your left.
In a year, I'm gonna have a nasty right hook.
Terry Luce is on the list today. Melissa Armstrong is on the birthday list today. Michael O'Neill, Jennifer Levine. Look at Caroline Downing. There's a lot of birthdays today.
Wow.
Holly Nutter, happy birthday.
Oh, I know Holly.
Jeremy Doyon. Yeah. Karen McMahon. I just said Karen again. Can I
Stop it. Triggered you, brought you all back. All right, guys, we're going to go back to talking about Karen again.
Taylor Keene on
We're
the
gonna try to
birthday
work
list
through
today?
this.
Olivia Limlaw, happy birthday. Wow, there's a kid that I've known since she was very young. Anyway, that's a lot of birthdays. I know.
You didn't know her like Trump knew
I
her.
know that I haven't talked about Thunder Road. I know that I haven't talked about the weekend weather forecast. I just wanted to dive in today real quick before I forget. The Nodes Family Benefit, Saturday, August
yes.
23rd,
I'm sorry.
2 p.m. You got to get. Where are you going to be?
Lucas is getting his second-degree black belt
Okay.
from Sean Stootman.
Wow.
Sean Stootman is he's getting his first-degree black belt from Sean Stootman. Sean Stootman is a second-degree black belt under Tom DeBlas.
Okay.
He has programs. He has like 200 students in Virginia. He's the main guy for Tom DeBlas, but he also teaches the CIA, the FBI.
All right. So the bottom line is you're not going to be there.
I'm not going to be there, but he's
All
a
right.
bad dude. It's a seminar they're putting on. It's opened up to the public.
Well, the Nodes Family Benefit right there at the farm that burned down is Saturday, August 23rd, 2 p.m. start, goes to 8:30. Donna Thunder, Heartless, Jasmine White.
Oh, yes, we ran into Donna. Donna
Yes.
has an incredible voice.
Yes, she does.
I love listening to her.
Yep.
I do. I can listen to her all the time.
Jasmine, of course, with Heartless, Shane McGrath from Williamstown.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's amazing.
Yes, he is. I listened to Chris Powers there the other day you had.
Powers is he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Thurston is going to be there. Dave Keller.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. Amazing food. Randy
So this is going to be
Henry.
going all night long.
Well, it's going to go to 8:30 because it's
Yeah, but then you get the kegs rocking at 8:30. All the old people leave. That's when we all stay and have a good time. I'm part of the old people.
Food trucks, beer garden, Puckett Farm,
Holy shit.
Randy Henry.
We might have to have the seminar up there.
Admission by donation. Okay, it's
I'll
important.
donate anyway.
All
$100 at the door.
All proceeds go to the Nodes family
$100 at the door.
to help them rebuild their farm.
Can I be the door guy? I'll get $100 from every person that walks through that door. I'll find out what time the seminar. Maybe I can make both.
They're going to hopefully rebuild their barn as a result of this. You know, they lost like 200 animals in that fire.
That's Loretta's old farm. Yeah.
I'm going to interview Loretta, by the way. She's listening this morning.
She is.
Loretta,
I love Loretta. They're good people.
Loretta doesn't know it yet, but she and I are going to be sitting down.
I don't know how she's single. Have you ever seen that woman? She's beautiful. Loretta? Absolutely. I love talking about people our age because people our age are not that good looking. There's very few of us around. Loretta happens to be one of them.
Loretta and I are going to sit down, and we're going to talk about the Nodes Family Benefit
Awesome.
and her lineage on that property. And I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. So, okay.
All right. Well, let's get the hell going.
Yeah, deep breath here. Thank you, Rex, again for coming in this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
man.
for really sharing some
personal shit.
a lot. I am going to.
I'm not as big a piece of shit as people. I mean, some people remember me from that phase, and that's all they ever remember me as.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yes.
I don't. I get it.
Please, yes. Thank you, Loretta. Please drop a comment right now and thank Rex for coming in here and being so transparent and so honest. If you would. I don't take you or your time on the air or off the air 1 second for granted, Rex. I hope you know that.
I do know that, man.
I love you to pieces.
I love you too, man.
You're
I think men should say that more often to their.
I love you so much.
I wouldn't say that to
I
just
think
anybody.
I think that you are an incredible asshole at times.
Absolutely, I agree.
Just as I am.
I don't think you are. You're. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think a lot more people like you than you think.
I love the fact that you allowed yourself to come in here and be subjected to me persecuting and exploiting you.
Oh, fuck. I appreciate you putting a warning label on me before I came here. It's about freaking time.
God bless everyone. I'm going to have a fantastic rest of my day. And thanks to G, and thanks to you, and thanks in advance to Paul Brody, who's going to be giving me great insight here as well and helping me personally and privately. And Chuck, who hasn't even seen any of this yet. I'm going to have breakfast. A hot, fresh breakfast.
Let's take him to. Let's
With
go to the new
Jarrett.
Simply Subway. I'll buy.
Fine.
We'll go get pancakes. You tell me what day. I got plenty of time on my hands
Fine,
now.
man.
I can't do anything.
It's going to be hot and fresh, and it's not going to be on the air. And
Yeah.
I want Jarrett to come in here and sit on the couch and give some reflection to all this.
Yeah, and we can talk about my comment with Jarrett. How about we talk about with the person that it really affected?
Would you do that?
100%. Of course I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna plan that out.
Yeah. All right. We'll do it any day this upcoming week. We'll go in. I'll get the cruise started. I'll go get your breakfast over at Simply. I really like their food, man. The new guy that bought it, I like it.
All right, but no talking. No talking while we're eating breakfast, because then it's getting cold.
No way, dude. I don't. Have you ever seen me eat? Like, I need like 30 seconds. I was in the military, dude. I'll have 4 pancakes, 6 eggs, and 12 sausage down in less than 30 seconds. Don't
Thanks,
talk to
everyone.
me.
God bless you. And listen, man, if this episode had any impact on you, give it a like right now. Give it a heart. Give it a share. Tell your friends. Post a comment. And thanks for being part of the experience. We're live. We're local. North Main Street in Barrie. Thanks to all of our presenting and supporting sponsors. God bless you, each and every one of you. We'll see you real soon.